Okay, guys, welcome to our private coaching for you pay to trade members. So, hey, there's a lot in my mind here as I was reading everybody's comment. Like some of you are still on the sideline to buy. You haven't bought anything yet. What do you think about that, Austin? Because before we came on, I had a conversation with you and asked you if you bought, right? Because sometimes Austin does his own thing and I do my own thing. And Austin said, what did you say? You said,
I bought some this morning for sure.
and how many
We
percent
saw.
are you in?
I'm 30% in right now.
Great job. Now, why is it some of our members are not 30% in? I don't know. Maybe they're confused. So I want to make sure that I communicate very clearly with you guys here. Okay. So this is our pattern that we have right now. Okay. So I have a different pattern because before we were ranging here, right? For weeks, right? Like it was a long time. It may not for a week, but I guess 1,
For
2,
sure,
3, 4,
1 week.
8, 9, 10, 11 days. Okay, still a long time. And then we broke down. Now you got to find the next pattern. So this is the next pattern here. So you're buying here, you understand? That's what you're buying. Now, if it breaks down, it will go down a lot further. So it's possible that that happens. But generally speaking, this is a falling wedge, and falling wedge are bullish by nature. They usually break up. So, but you can't just look at technical analysis. You have to also look at, the macro level. So we have to look at indicators like what's going on with the markets. Where is the S&P 500?
Recovering
So
slightly.
yesterday, if you remember, we said that this, has to break to be bearish. If it doesn't break, it will be bullish. I don't know if you remember on the
I
video,
do.
I talked about that,
Yeah,
right? And
I
look at
remember.
this. It's holding on the line, right? Remember I said that? I was very clear on that. I said, if it goes up, I'm bullish. If it goes down, I'm bearish. So now we can see it's like holding. So you should have already bought, like Austin did, good student. Okay, 30% in, right? And just wait. Now you might be wondering what will be your sales price. We'll come back to that after, okay? But yeah, is that clear enough? Because I hate it when I make a video and I read comments and people said, yeah, I haven't bought anything yet. I'm waiting for that like signal. No, the signal already came. I specifically told you the price, I believe. I said the buying price is 28. Oh no, sorry, 18,777. And you
Right.
could also do a lower one, which would be 18,333, right? And that
And even
hit
prior to that, we talked about buying the original
18,333.
dip.
Huh?
We talked about buying the original dip as well. Uh, and being 50% in about 9, 10 days ago there, buying that bottom as well. We've been buying every time it touches the bottom
Well,
yellow line there, we've been buying.
yeah, that's right. And what to be 50% in on my trades, I need to hit this. Then I'll be 50% in, right? Now, is it necessary? I just think it not. In fact, I may buy more after I like hang up because you're not gonna gain much, really. Like because it's only like 6-7%. Yeah, it's still a significant like number, but I mean, I think I will increase my position a bit, but that's where I will put at least 50% of all my cash at the 17.5, right? Which is the previous low, the local low, right? So I think we may not break that. Now, we did talk about the worst case being the 400-week moving average was about 17K. I don't know why we don't have it is right here. It's not showing up. That's weird. Nothing to do with me. That's the app. All right. So yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Now the other thing I want to talk about is I'd feel more comfortable buying more 50%. If we had broken the daily RSI, some of you are wondering, I haven't seen a down move enough, right? And that yellow line is probably the place where I'd be the most comfortable, but you can see that if we go down on the daily RSI, not the 4 hour, because 4 hour, we're, some of you are only looking at the 4 hour, and that's okay. That's also works. It works for support. It works for that. That's why 30 to 50% in right now doesn't hurt you. Being 0% hurt, that 0% in, that will hurt you, especially if the markets go up and that breaks the resistance and it goes up here. Yeah. Yeah. So we just have to wait and see how this pattern plays out. I mean, it could go down like this before it breaks out to a lower price. We don't know yet. We have to wait. So what I would suggest is, if you didn't buy anything yet, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, should I buy it now? Yes, of course you should buy it now. It's not like it pumped or anything, right? It's like, how much did we pump from the support till now? It's like, yeah, it's 1.8. Okay, you didn't miss much. Okay, you still have time to buy. Okay, don't forget buy ETH as well. Don't just buy Bitcoin. We're buying Bitcoin and ETH. So are we buying altcoins? You can, but it's more risky. I'm not. I'm looking at the indicator, and this is something very important that we have to keep our eye on, and that is the Bitcoin dominance, which is, well, it's entertaining that support, right? It's not doing much. I would like to see the Bitcoin dominance break up. And if it breaks down and it's like a clear break, yeah, then altcoins will do more. And then in that case, yeah, we should buy altcoins. But it has not broken down, has not broken up. It's going down right now. It went up yesterday because yesterday what happened, right? If you go to the list, the one of our favorite altcoin, Uniswap, went down like 11% or something like that.
Yeah, it's a good thing we were talking about it yesterday. If you watched the video yesterday, you know that we were talking about selling our altcoins, and good timing on that one for sure. We saw a
I
lot of people
literally
save some
sold,
money yesterday.
yeah. I sold pretty much, I wouldn't say all my altcoins, because some of them I don't sell, like Bit, Ava, I've kept them, and Bit held its price. I'm like very like surprised at that. Ava also held its price. It didn't, it didn't change much. And then, we're waiting to see what's going to happen, but we've got to break that resistance to be more bullish on that one. BNB held pretty well as well. It did go down, but not that much. So, but I sold all that. I sold my cake. I sold my like Matic, Uniswap. I kept my ETH, and I sold pretty much everything else except the ones that I'm holding for long term. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Matic's an
that's
interesting one. It hasn't even dropped that much since Bitcoin has started going down after that one little pump we had. Yeah,
well,
since
it's very
August.
possible. Yeah, I mean, all we need now, we are in a very high risk situation. Like, let's say there's some bad news that comes out, right? And the traditional market break like support, Bitcoin will break too. It will go down. And everybody is really saying that we have to have the capitulation candle all the way down, right? Everybody's waiting for that. And then they'll say, yeah, we finally found the like bottom. So I guarantee you that if there's another dip down, that will be our capitulation candle, where people are going to be so bullish. So many people will start buying here. Understand? That's a V-shaped recovery for sure. Back to like 28 at least. And I'm aiming for 40. Remember, I said I'll tell you my like selling price. So there's serious money to be made. That's why 50% goes here for me personally. And then you can make 100% even before reaching 28. So that's a no-brainer. You get what I'm saying? Because you can play this. Yeah, like some people, what I want to show you, can't show you that. Yeah, I'm sharing my my app, right? So I don't think you were seeing it. Hold on a second. Okay, we were seeing it. Yeah, so some people, right, are just looking at the short term, but what we want to look at is the long term here. And overview of the bull market. Hold on. And that's what we're really looking at. Let me use the log because it's cleaner. So we're really looking here at the big pump. And that won't happen for a while, but it could happen by November. If that plays out and we go down to the 400-week moving average, which is not showing up here. Anyway, it's going to be really good for Bitcoin. You know, you're going to make a lot. And I've mentioned that many times. So that's my sales target. 40. What's my sales target? 40,000. So am I selling during this time? No, I'm not selling shit. I'm accumulating, holding it until 40,000.
That'll be a big payday.
That's why bother selling. I made 10%. Good for you, but you ain't following my system unless you're holding a little bit longer than that. You know, like some people get excited. I made a 7%. Sorry, but fuck, that don't excite me. So you guys have to accumulate, hold, be patient, wait for my target, make your own choices, but that's what I'm doing. What are you gonna do, Austin?
I'm pretty aligned with what you're saying. The only difference is I'm a little bit more risk averse in the sense that I take on altcoins.
No. I will take altcoins too. But you know, and I agree. Like if you got 1,000 versus 10,000 versus 100 or like million, we don't know who's watching what. But you're not buying Bitcoin with $1,000 or even 10. You could like balance a bit. But I'm more, I own a lot of altcoins. I feel comfortable buying altcoins too. Even now I feel like comfortable, but they are more risky. And don't forget the Bitcoin dominance is at the ultimate like support. That means it will go up and altcoins will bleed. So for now, I'm not buying altcoin until we reverse the Bitcoin dominance back down. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm not altcoin. That's the only reason. Because you don't want to buy altcoins when the Bitcoin dominance is about to go up. You want to buy Bitcoin. Okay. Now with the Ethereum
merge, proof of work versus proof of stake right now. I'm speculating that maybe we see all-time lows for Bitcoin dominance, but
yeah, true. Right? That's true. But after the 15th, which is not that far, we're talking a week now, 8 days. So after that, I do predict that if everything is good, like we are saying it is, then Ethereum will go back to 2,000, maybe 2,200. So there's money to be made there as well. That's why we're saying Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay.
Right. One thing I noticed too is the last time Bitcoin touched 17, the all-time low recently, Ethereum was sitting at 850. Right now, it's still holding its own at 1,500. It hasn't really dropped as much as Bitcoin has dropped, if you noticed. I think that has everything to do with the merge. There's a lot of info coming out, right? We got the consumer price index on the 13th, and then the Bitcoin merge on the 15th, 16th. So, or Ethereum merge, sorry. Lots of things are happening.
This is what I would suggest people to do. You buy Ethereum and like Bitcoin, right? So, and then, you know, we may have, if we're going to sell the 40,000, we're not like playing the September like 15. If the merge goes well, it's very possible it keeps like pumping, right? Don't forget the ecosystem on their Ethereum is going to be huge, massive. So people are going to start staking their ETH, you know, until 2025, probably. You get what I'm saying? Sure. Like, yeah, there will be like less circulating supply of Ethereum, which means more pump. And also I will come back and maybe do a video just on ETH. But for now, I'm bullish on ETH. When Bitcoin is 40,000, where do you think ETH's going to be? Let's do our ETH prediction, right?
15K. That's my guess.
Oh, not that high. No. When Bitcoin is 40,000.
Oh.
Yeah, not 2025. For 2025, I would agree with 15K. But anyway, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
We'll make another video on that point. For now, accumulate, follow instructions. We'll see you tomorrow in next video.